All right, today we're going to do another really cool YouTube filmmaker named Eric Floberg. I love his style, kind of reminds me of Danny Javertz a little bit. Let's dive into the iPad. All right, on here, I noticed there's no hair light, which is cool sometimes. It's pretty cool, and he doesn't really need it because this dark beanie with the white backdrop is contrast. It's immediately we can tell him apart from the background, so I think that's pretty cool. We do have a light shining over here on the ladder in his shelves, and we have this LED light shining on his workbench area, and we have his main key light. We got our Rembrandt triangle that we're trying to get most of the time, and you can see the light. Whoops, not right there. Can I undo this? Boop. There we go. It's right there. So, or is that telling us? It's telling us that the light is coming from here. It's pretty sure it's a pretty large softbox because the shadows are pretty soft. Just like the drop off here is like, I'm trying to think of, let's see. Yeah, this is actually really good. So you can see this is a hard edge, and look how it's like gradient right here. If this was a really hard light source, it would be very, let's see, can we show it over here maybe? Yeah, because this is also soft over here, that light bar. This actually looks like a harder light source. Yeah, because look at, so it's coming in from this angle because it's hitting these legs, and the legs are making these really hard line shadows. Anyway, let's go ahead and recreate this in the satellite. All right, so I ended up using a 35mm on a full frame, and I did a 2.8, which I feel like that actually might be wrong. Let's see, because there's so much blur behind on 2.8, maybe he's a little closer to the backdrop. Let's try to move him backwards a little bit. Let's see. I mean, it could also be, let's see. Let's lower this key light a little bit. This looks about right. This is still a little blurry. I think mine's even more blurry. Yeah, let me try. I'm gonna try 24 and then put the camera closer to him. That could be it. Anyway, so we got our key light softbox, 45 degrees up, 45 degrees to the side. You can use anything there. I did choose a slightly warmer tone at 4900K just to get the skin tones a little warmer. Might not be that warm in this shot. Let me make them a little colder. Let's do like 52 on the skin tone. And then I think there's also maybe a LUT going on, but if not, let me make this ladder a little darker orange. Okay. I have a small light with a little gobo or projector or Fresnel or anything, just to direct the light in a small little area here, kind of like what's going on here, a little spotlight. And let's turn that back on. You can probably use it with barn doors. I'm really sorry about the mustache. That was the only mustache option. So that's what we're working with. We have our tube light over here, not quite white light. I put it at 4K just to be a little warmer, so it's not super white. This kind of matches him, and I don't think that's exactly 5600K. And also we're shooting not at 16:9, we're probably shooting at 2:1. And then I put the my little grid on here so I can kind of help me figure out here. His gaze is a little bit lower at the camera, and so that's where we have it here too. It's a little bit lower, right around chin level's pretty good. I feel like he's a little too close, actually. I'm gonna pull him back a little bit more. Yeah, okay. And I just put a little microphone there for whatever. But yeah, super minimal setup, but it looks so good. We have our tube light over here, and it's the same side as his key light, so it kind of looks like it's motivating the key light in a way. And then we have just this little spotlight to add a little bit of texture. With that off, it's kind of just a dark side, which actually isn't bad. This definitely helps pop. I'm doing the same thing on my, I have like a little light just to pop, just so it's not pitch black. But yeah, this was the setup. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next week.